I'm here to go over some vibrato tips on what you can do to do vibrato. With vibrato, starting out, generally it's a motion that's kind of on the order of bringing your hand back and shifting it forward a lot to get it to work. So I'm going to start with my third finger. I find that one to be the easier one to start with for practice, just because you can get a lot more pressure on it more easily, I guess I would say. You have more mechanical energy to pivot it, I feel like, than perhaps your first finger. So when I go to do it, if you're doing wrist and arm vibrato, you have to remember that your thumb pressure really shouldn't be there because you need to be able to shift your hand. For this purpose, I'm going to take my thumb off. You normally wouldn't do that, but to show you what it looks like. You can see how just shifting it slightly alters the pitch. And that's what vibrato is, although at high speed. And essentially you just want to practice going faster and faster with one finger on one string at a time until you can get it worked up as fast as you need to go. Now, there is a tip that one of my violin teachers suggested to help loosen your wrist, which I'm going to grab a tissue very quickly. This tip involves just simply taking a Kleenex or other bath tissue, putting it over your strings, grabbing your fretboard, fingerboard like normal, and just shifting your hand back and forth, which looks kind of like a shake weighty exercise, but it does help loosen your wrist. And it's good, you just keep doing this for a couple of minutes every day just to help loosen up your wrist and get it ready for vibrato. And it will also help you loosen up your wrist as you get into changing positions, like playing up at the higher registers. And so that's a good way to go for your traditional wrist and arm vibrato. What I tend to use a lot more frequently is finger vibrato, which is sort of a take on playing a trill. And I'm gonna grab my bow again. With a trill, normally it's something that you might see in sheet music where you're playing a note in the open string very quickly, like this. But with finger vibrato, you're not taking your finger all the way off the string. You're kind of just bouncing your finger in place. So for example, and you still get that vibraty vibrato effect that you're going for, but it's through your fingers. This is finger vibrato. A lot of times your finger vibrato through traditional teaching methods is just a carryover of your wrist and arm vibrato. I prefer finger vibrato the way I'm doing it, with just bouncing it in place, kind of like so, because it's a bit faster and easier to get into, in my opinion, although string snobs might not like that, especially if you go into formal professional training of some kind. But I think the outcome is still pretty. So I'll play a quick sample of Near My God to Thee with this type of vibrato to let you see how this works. And you can see how you get that effect very easily. And it just takes a lot of time and practice, again, working on getting into it. I would recommend trying to play it to start on slow songs, then eventually the slower notes, like half notes or whole notes in the songs that you're learning, and then work your way towards faster and faster notes. So thank you for watching, and I hope this helps you get started. Good luck!